I am here tonight on the show. How's everybody doing tonight on a Wednesday? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started here tonight on a Wednesday. What the frick is happening? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're here tonight on a Wednesday. What the hell? Let's see, we're loading here. Well, let's get ready with the NFL news here, ladies and gentlemen. Reports Lions rookie Jameson Williams has officially switched his jersey to number 9, Matthew Stafford's old Detroit number. He was looking for a single-digit number and actually reached out to Stafford on his own via text as an act of courtesy, according to a source's classy move. So, Jameson Williams would just switch over to number 9. Yeah, unfortunately, man, as good as Matthew Stafford was with them, they never won a damn playoff game, so probably not going to be able to retire that damn jersey, man. It's probably more likely they retire the Rams Matthew Stafford jersey, honestly, which is weird because he's spent so many years in Detroit. But as far as accomplishment goes, he's probably going to accomplish more stuff, and he already probably has accomplished more stuff in LA Rams. Bears have removed Raekwon Smith from the physically unable to perform list, but he does not plan to start practicing due to he still is holding out because of his contract, and has also requested a trade. So yeah, Raekwon Smith has been activated to practice, but he doesn't want to. He wants either a new contract or he wants to be traded. We'll see what happens there, man. The Cleveland Browns announced Deshaun Watson is expected to start Friday's preseason game. Alright, so Deshaun Watson is going to get a chance to play for the first time since 2020. He's going to get a chance to play versus the Jacksonville Jaguars. That'll be a good game, man. I might watch that puppy between... you got Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence. I might watch that puppy for a little bit, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see here. San Francisco 49ers have signed former Saints cornerback Ken Crossley to a one-year contract. Okay. And then we got another scare today. More freaking players for the damn for the Bucks went down. Wide receiver Russell Gage got pulled up during one-on-one and is grabbing his leg. So it looks like possibly a hamstring injury for wide receiver Russell Gage. And then we had, again, Jenna reporting at the end of practice in Bucks Center, Robert Haley was carted off. Unbelievable. So that's the backup center. The first string center already got hurt. Another backup center got hurt. And then it was reported that... great news for the Bucks from later on. It was reported great news from the Bucks from a sources right now. Haney was experiencing bad cramps when he was carted off the field. What looked like a real scare out here was nothing more than a Florida heat. So good to know that the Haney, the backup center for the Bucks, is okay, man. Yeah, because that shit would have sucked ass, man, if he would have gotten hurt. But it was just cramps. I don't know about Russell Gage though. He might be hurt. Let's see here. Bengals offensive lineman Lyle Collins, who was placed on the active non-football injury list on July 23, has passed his physical and has been cleared to practice. Former Dallas Cowboys offensive lineman Lyle Collins, big piece right there for the Bengals on their offensive line, has been activated to start practicing. Let's see here, more news. Or, let's see here. Will Tyreek Hill have over 8 TD this season with the Tua Tagovailoa? He has a minus 110 odds, according to Bulldog. If you're into betting, go check it out. I know a lot of you guys are into betting, so go check that shit out if you are into it. Let's see more stuff. Reports Geno Smith will start for the Seahawks in their first preseason game. So Geno Smith, it looks like he's the favorite to win that job over there in Seattle, Geno Smith. And then here, I got to see what my former colleague, Colby Albertson, thinks about this. Reports Denver Broncos have trade interest in Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver Jalen Reagor, according to Matt Lombardo. Jalen Reagor, who I believe, 2-3 years ago was a first-round pick by the Philadelphia Eagles, is struggling to get playing time and training camp. just not getting playing time, which I'm surprised. I thought he would be the third wide receiver after Devontae Smith and AJ Brown, but apparently not. Apparently not. He's barely getting any playing time, so they might be putting him on the trading block. We'll see if the Denver Broncos. We'll see, man. And I think that's about. Oh well, we had other stuff going on, ladies and gentlemen. Freaking the New York Giants get into a fight, and the reports that aren't not only did the players get into a fight, but the fucking an assistant offensive line coach got in there. A lot of shit going on over there in New York Football Giants training camp. Daniel Jones is sucking ass. He's having a lot of accuracy problems, a lot of frustrations, man, over there, man. Brian Daboll has his handful with that team, man. Brian Daboll has his handful with that damn team over there in the New York City Giants, man. Also, Justin Fields, this guy, man, now he's saying, remember last year he said that they asked him, how's the speed of the game in his first game? They're like, it's actually slow. I thought it was going to be faster. And then, of course, he ended up not doing so good of a season. And then now he's saying that his receivers in Ohio State were much better, that these receivers he's working with Chicago Bears would not even make the team in Ohio State. This guy has a big mouth. Jordan Fields, jabroni, shut your mouth and know your fucking role. This guy talks so fucking much. Just shut up, Justin Fields. Shut the fuck up, put your head down, and go to work. Jesus Christ, man. Because if you don't do good this year, you're going to be a fucking bust. Get your fucking head out of your ass. Stop talking and get to work, man. Let's see here, man. National Basketball Association. So we did get some news from the National Basketball Association today. Of course, it's courtesy of our good friend, the 7-foot-tall KD. So now, after, of course, all the way back in July, requesting the trade from the Brooklyn Nets, then I believe on Monday it was reported that he gave Joe Theis, the owner of the Nets, an ultimatum. Either you fire Sean Marks, the general manager, and the head coach Steve Nash, or you trade me. You have to choose. I believe since then Joe Theis has said both Sean Marks and Steve Nash have his support. And now another report came out today that he would be interested in going to Philadelphia and once again playing with James Harden and Joel Embiid. Jesus Christ, man, this guy. So now he wants to go back for the third time. He would play with James Harden. He played with him with the Thunder, then with the Nets, and now again with the fucking Philadelphia Sixers. Jesus Christ, man. Remember, there's also an investigation, right? James Harden's contract. They're investigating some stuff, saying that he agreed to take less money this year, but already has a max contract in place for the future. Could this be possibly why? Because maybe James Harden knows, hey, we might be trying to get Kevin Durant here. I'm going to take less money. I don't know, man. This shit is... reports were that James Harden's problem was more with Kyrie Irving because he was a part-time player because he didn't want to get vaccinated. But apparently he did not have any problems with Kevin Durant. I believe over the summer they were down in England partying with Travis Scott. So they're cool, they're friends. The problem was more with Kyrie Irving. So we'll see, man. But the damn Nets are so demanding, right? There's reports now that they asked for both Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum from the Celtics. Reports where they asked for both Karl Towns and Anthony Edwards from the Timberwolves, and they even asked for both LeBron James and Anthony Davis from the Los Angeles Lakers. So they're probably going to ask for both James Harden and Joel Embiid. We'll see what the hell happens, ladies and gentlemen, but Jesus Christ now. So now a report coming out that he would be interested in reuniting with James Harden in Philadelphia. Jesus Christ, man. Raptors are still in it. Toronto, Miami's still in it. Now I guess Philadelphia has a chance at it. But Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ, what a clusterfuck this has been, man. All right, let's move on over to the Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen, here on a Wednesday. I beg your pardon. Let's see here. AJ Pollard, did a podcast. Pretty much said we try to get first Shohei Ohtani, and once we couldn't, we turned our attention to Juan Soto. We went very hard for Shohei Ohtani at first. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. That's about it. Let's look at the damn scores, ladies and gentlemen, for the Major League Baseball. And then we'll turn over to the wrestling here on a Wednesday. We got the Pirates beating the Diamondbacks 5-3. Did you guys see yesterday the fucking Pirates, I believe his name was Rodolfo Castro, had his fucking cell phone with him in his fucking pocket, and as he was running third base, it fucking dropped. Jesus Christ, man. He might get fined for that because you're not supposed to have any technology devices, so he might get fined for that shit. Twins and Dodgers 4-4. Royals beat White Sox 8-3. Mets continue to win, man. 10-2 versus the Reds. Brewers beat the Rays 4-3. Cubs beat the Nationals 4-2. Angels beat the Athletics 5-4. Seattle beats the Yankees 4-3. Yankees, I believe, lost 2 out of 3. Yankees are really struggling lately, man. They really are. Padres beat the Giants 13-7. Phillies beat the Marlins 4-3. Braves beat the Red Sox 4-8. Guardians beat the Tigers 3-2. Rangers beat the Astros 8-4. Cardinals beat the Rockies 9-5. I believe the Guardians are now in first place in that AL Central. Padres, I think they won 2 out of 3 versus the Giants. Red Sox are falling off. Man, a lot of stuff going on in Major League Baseball, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of shit going down. I read an article today that the fucking Baltimore Orioles, if they were in the fucking AL Central, they would be in first place. Jesus, they're in fucking 4th place in the AL East. They would be in first place in the AL Central. Jesus Christ, man. How embarrassing, ladies and gentlemen, is that fucking division. Let's see here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go into wrestling. So they're saying that Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti got married on Saturday. Congratulations. They're saying that both Cody Rhodes and Tony Khan were at the wedding. How awkward is that shit, man? Jesus Christ, that's funny, man. They're saying also from WWE, Nikki Ass was there. So yeah, some former WWE guys, I guess. They're saying for now, Kevin Dunn is expected to stay as lead producer for WWE. They're saying at the moment, WWE does not believe they have anybody who's really capable of replacing Kevin Dunn as lead producer. And they're saying that even in the future, if Kevin Dunn were to get fired, a lot of people complain about the camera angles, like the cuts, the zoom in and zoom outs. They're saying that's probably not going to change anytime soon, whether it's with Kevin Dunn or without Kevin Dunn. Apparently, a lot of people like the cuts and zoom ins and zoom outs, so I don't know, but Kevin Dunn, for now at least, not expected to get let go by WWE. Vince McMahon, like I said, more stuff came out. They're now saying that it's in total of about $19 million from 2005 to 2022. About 6 to 7 different cases. WWE has also said we will be every 3 months they announce how much money they've made. So like in March, June, September, December, every 3 months. But they've decided to delay the earnings information from June. I think a lot of it has to do with the Vince McMahon retirement. And they're finding all these different, like I said, up to $19 million are now being reported that he took out of the company to pay the woman. So I guess they've decided to, at least for now, delay the earnings from June. We'll see when they bring them out. They're talking about obviously Johnny Gargano. I think he said on his Twitch stream, he said, I could be back soon. I will be back soon in wrestling. The question is where, AEW, WWE. But he said, expect me back soon. They were saying that Tommaso Ciampa, I did not know this because I don't watch NXT, the submission hold he did in his match versus Bobby Lashley was actually Johnny Gargano's submission hold. And then I believe too, Corey Graves said one of his lines, you gotta do it yourself or some shit like that. So they're kind of throwing some hints that Johnny Gargano might be going back to WWE, man. We'll see what happens, man. Bray Wyatt said same thing. He sent, like I said, I think I reported this already. He sent a tweet out saying, kind of teasing a WWE return as well. So we'll see what happens. Rusev, Miro, now in AEW. He went off. He's gone off a few times. I think over the weekend he went off saying, "Who the hell is this guy wrestling John Moxley? We don't even know who the fuck he is." And then he was on the Renee Paquette podcast, and he talked about how my plan was to retire in 2026 at the age of 41. But now I believe because of this limited schedule in AEW where we only have to wrestle like once a week, I can go a little bit longer. So possibly him being able to extend his career a little bit more if he's in AEW would only have... That would happen with Kurt Angle. When Kurt Angle went to TNA Impact, he was able to wrestle a little bit longer because the schedule was not as grueling as in WWE where they wrestle like 3 to 5 times a week. And these other companies like Impact and AEW only wrestle like once a week. But Rusev, man, he's going to be super fresh, man. The guy fucking never wrestles nowadays. I think he's only wrestled like 2-3 times in the whole year. Jesus Christ, man. He can wrestle until he's fucking 50 on that rate. And I think that's about it, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's about it with the news. Yeah, I think that's about it with the news, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, there's one more. They interviewed Dustin Rhodes, and he was talking about that AEW they want to do possibly 2-night events like WrestleMania night 1 and night 2. He's like, look for AEW to do that in the future as well, like for Double or Nothing or All Out or stuff like that. Make it like a 2-night event. But then Tony Khan said, I love Dustin Rhodes. I'm surprised he said this. This was talked about, but it was not seriously talked about. And for now, we do not plan to do this. Reports are that I guess they're trying to. I guess they have a soccer stadium over there in England that can fit up to 90,000 people, and they were talking about doing an event over there. And a lot of people are saying, is WWE famous enough, especially overseas, to fill up a 90,000 stadium, 90,000 seat stadium? But yeah, a lot of talk's going on with AEW right now. I'm sure a lot of it has to do with WWE too. You know, they're going to England in September. They're going to be doing that show over there, Castle Crown. So I'm sure maybe AEW also wants to get into it. So a lot of shit going on right now in WWE. But Tony Khan did deny, at least for now, deny the reports that as of right now, it was mentioned that it's not being something serious to consider doing 2-night pay-per-views like WrestleMania. WWE does for WrestleMania. So something to look out for. I think it would be better, man. The AEW does do a fucking 6-7 hour pay-per-views, it seems like. I wouldn't mind having doing the 2-night pay-per-view. Just split it in like 2 or 3 hours each night. But we'll see what the hell happens. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm out like a light. I thank you.